Welcome back to Tarth Takes Wing, a Crusader Kings 3 roleplay focused, a Game of Thrones type thing. Oh, something's happened already. Oh yeah, I put out a couple marriages in between, while the game was paused between loadings. Oh, okay, I see here. Yes, another person to blackmail. I became the head of Westerosi Valyrian culture. Excellent, excellent, excellent. While I rarely mention it, I have a few achievements which I am proud of. I am convinced Daemon has also accomplished a thing or two, which fills him with pride. Perhaps I should commission a small poem comparing our deeds to illustrate that we are both cut from the same cloth. I can focus on his achievements, gain opinion with him. I don't actually need that. And lose stress. Or I can gain prestigious... Nope, that's not good. It just makes it faster. We can go to admired feats for plus 15% prestige. That's not very good. I'll take the stress loss, honestly. Oh, new perk. I'm whole of body. Excellent. Now we need to work ourselves down to profit, then learn on the job and scholar. We'll probably just fill out the whole learning tree. How old am I anyway? I'm 35. I'm doing great on that tree. My son Tythan seems to have been having great difficulty at our latest feast. He slipped underneath one of the tables and hid there from people the entire time. I think being shy is quite fine, my young boy. Quite fine indeed. No problems here. Hey, we're about to get out of the dumpster. Just up until I have another kid with, my soulmate, Mael. Ah, summer has ended and autumn has begun. It's time. And the hot springs are done here. Excellent. What do I need to upgrade it? I need windmills. Yes. Many mysteries of this ruined castle rest beneath the mossy undergrowth that has invaded the remnants of the ancient structure. While clearing debris from the ruins, one of my men uncovers a cache of steel ingots where the castle's smithy must have once stood. Despite the years, the steel is still in very good condition. Let us forge something from it. We got the steel mace, which is not as good as the thing we already have. That's fine. We can reforge it into a pedestal item. That's not going to do very much, but we'll have it if we ever become a king or higher. A Lord Paramount or higher. Ah, so we are in control of Western Valyrian culture. We've got 4,000. Let's see what we can get. We can get Blood of the Dragon, which will allow us to recruit Dragon Guard. Those are kind of okay, but not really the best. Chasing the Sunset is alright. Freehold Legacy, which is excellent. So this is the version of Republican Legacy from the base game, where city holdings cost less and give you more tax. And you can appoint Lord Mayors instead of just regular mayors. We are absolutely going to take this, which means we need the prestige to finish it out. City holdings also give more taxes, development, and levies. And we're going to fill out the rest of the island with more cities. So yeah, Freehold Legacy is going to be our first step in recreating the old ways. They're concentrating on plate armor, but I think we need to probably be concentrating on windmills and guilds. We're going to start with windmills, and then we'll do guilds, and we'll probably work on our way from there. Unfortunately, we do not have access to high steel, which means we're going to have to hybridize with a culture that does have access to high steel. So we're going to have to find a way to get like Pentos, Mir, Lys, Tai, Roche, or Bravosi. We're going to have to get a colony from one of them, which is going to make them deeply upset. And then once we own a land that they have, well, the other way to do it would be to adopt somebody with their culture Or I guess we could have them train a ward. So ward my future primary heir to somebody from those places, have them force them culture, and then I guess the steward would also need to have that culture. Both I and the steward both need to have that culture, and then we start flipping everything to that culture. It's very complicated and it's super long time. It'd be easier to just take. It'd be easier and probably piss them off quite badly, but easier for me to just take one city holding from them and then convert it. I don't know that that makes sense in the roleplay, though. We'll figure it out. I just announced this series on a YouTube, so that's where we're at. My wife has taken notes of my efforts to oppress Daemon, and now she comes to me with a suggestion. I believe my word carries great weight with my nephew. I could let him know how wonderful I think you are. My darling wife, thank you so much. Daemon certainly seems more interested in getting to know you now, my wife tells me. It seems her plan worked perfectly. 83%. We're taking a shot here. We're gonna do it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Ha. Alright, we have something in every level 1 slot. And all... Oh, no, we're missing one. We're missing one. We're gonna make a windmills here. Ah, friends with Daemon. Excellent. How are the rest of the Targaryens doing? Those crazy Targaryens. Balon had a new baby boy. A baby boy. Baby boy. It's your oldest... Can I make him my friend? No. And then... Ah, yes, your oldest is Viserys. Yes, yes, yes. Never would I have thought that a man could have too much love. Yep. I know, but I'm just going to get stressed. Rather than let these sisters tear me and each other apart, I will only let them tear me apart. Anti-dragon warfare. A dangerous thing to learn. A high septon. Let's make him my friend as well. That's a good friend to have, honestly. The head of your religion. Being friends with them. Solid pick. Windmill time. We got to get it in before the winter comes. I was able to attain a secret about Thaddeus. Oh, he's a witch. Oh, Thaddeus, you wild and crazy dog, you. Can I blackmail you? Yes, I can. So I think now, rather than upgrade buildings, what we need to do is start building more city holdings. It's late, and I'm tucking into a gripping treatise on classical grammar. Just as I start giggling at some delightfully snide marginalia left by... Oh, we did this before. So we can go with our wife to get bonus fertility. Or we can do lessons from my guy, my son, to give him learning +2. He is a learning guy. He's a learning guy. We'll give him learning guy stuff. I do want to go with my wife, but someone should take care of the kids. Greetings, my lord. Alindra says something. We've done this before. She's going to be compassionate. Some of these events are going to be real repeats, especially from the first RP session type stuff. They're going to show up again a lot. The Western Valyrian people are famously fastidiously clean. One of life's greatest delights is hearing even our harshest foes bitterly admit that no man's beard is better combed, no man's hair more regularly soaped, no man's face scrubbed quite so clear of blemishes as that of a good Westerosi Valyrian man. Oof, that's a pair of words. Today is bath day, but I feel as though a change of routine might do me good. After all, if all the Westerosi Valyrian are well-groomed, does it not behoove a lord to be the best? I can get rigorous bathing for 10 years. Sure. And get a big, big health boost. I'm very healthy. I'm a healthy man. I'm full of vim and vigor. That's good, because these women are going to kill me. Alright, the cold gods are basically the others. So that guy is a traitor to humanity. We have a lovely time ahead of us. I could use some prestige here if you're offering prestige. Who should we befriend? Who's a cool person to befriend? Why not Roy Connington, who has continuously been holding these events? That's a good friend to have, the host. He may not be the most prestigious and high-ranking individual, but no! My friendship with the High Septon has failed horribly. Alright, well, I didn't even get friendship events with him. My Septon's gonna die soon. Let's see here. Gale, will you be my friend? No. I actually might have already tried that. I don't know that there is anybody else I can befriend. Why are all my kids up here? Is there some reason I pinned all... Oh, I was doing the photo shoot where you have to pin people in order to make them show up in the screenshots. Yeah, so that's where the thumbnails come from. Every guest is gathered in the Great Hall, and our gracious host, Lord Roy, has welcomed us all to this feast. It's taken much of the evening to get close to Lord Roy without making it feel forced. After all, the best friendships are natural, and I want him to think this is spontaneous. By the Smith, extols my maybe friend, barely disguising a belch. That was a heavy course. And so soon... Okay, we've done this a bunch of times. Yes, we will simply declare friendship with him. Fantastic! And we still can get some stress-relieving events in because I am stressed. And I would rather get the minus stress than go for opinion with everyone. Because this guest list is full of people that have maximum opinion with me. I don't really need more opinion. Everyone loves me. What a good evening. Lord Roy announced a slight delay to the serving of the food, and Samilla looks ready to burst with frustration. In between grumbles from her stomach, I only hear grumbles of displeasure. She is making a fool of herself. We might be able to get a little extra befriend in here. It's not likely, but it could happen. It's not likely. As the feast winds down to its inevitable conclusion, blah, 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 Lord Gowen Goodworth of Rainshore, let's toast him. Ah, now I shall depart. And I finally earned Eager Reveler, which is great. So, just in case that you're not a CK3 player, Eager Reveler is basically the after-party skill. It's very cool. So I get +1 intrigue, courtly vassals like me more, and you can get higher stats in it the more you go to feasts. You get more eager and more reveling. You get well known for revel. Why, it's a reveling revelation. How's my prestige doing? It's doing okay. My son Jaehaerys and his little friend Tythan have taken a copy of the Seven-Pointed Star from the study and brought it into the playroom. Jaehaerys tried to read it, but quickly realized the words therein were best left for Septons. It seems he's completely content with his current inability to understand the deeper meaning of the book. He's either content or cynical. I say be content, my boy. Only more of us could be like you. You are wise beyond your years. We are going to go to the Citadel for some training. Oh boy, we're not taking that path though. We need 342 bucks. That's fine. So normally I'd start building the cities soon, but because we are not a max level astute intellectual individual, we only have level 3. This could give us the chance to bump it up to level 4, which will give us more learning, more lifestyle. We'll get a bunch of skill points out of it, and you know, the earlier you do it, the more it's worth. In the scorching midday heat, they sit in the shadow under a great stone pine. Playing on lutes and flutes, they sing in many tongues, yet my heart can understand every word. I can hear them from the balcony, and they stir my soul. Yet I do not know the identity of these musicians, and when I leave my lofty halls and approach the tree, they are gone. I thought only the singers of Old Town possessed such talent and wit, but perhaps I was mistaken. What am I to do with these damn feelings? So beautiful. Or we invest in the music. Plus 5% monthly prestige. 5% is not a lot for me, unfortunately. My prestige is not quite as prestigious as it could be. Oh, we have time to get a fool. Oh no, we lost our courtsmith. Well, we need to hire a new Valyrian Steel courtsmither. So, I have been studying the ancient religious texts and the writings of scholars, and they all seem to agree that the long night will come again in 432,000 years. By my calculations, we are less than a century away. However, my Septon Robert urges me to keep it to myself. Leave it to the priests and avoid panic. What if your calculations are wrong? A reasonable point, Robert. I should consult with more Septons. Hire a master blacksmith. That is our next step, because we need to have him be our steward again. He died quite young, honestly. I feel like we didn't know him for very long. He was also... maybe he wasn't training anybody. But we'll find out in a second, because he's going to have to replace it. No! Man, I'm not doing so well on these befriends. It's a rough one. That's a rough one. Winter has come. Unfortunate. You know, as long as I'm going to the Citadel, you might as well kiss this guy's ass and befriend him. Lord Hobart. There was a commotion among the children today. Aegon was attempting to preach among his fellow youngsters and became the target of a small fight. Aemon was furious that anyone could target someone attempting to speak on behalf of the warrior and chased away the other children. Aegon and Aemon. A brave child indeed, brave to stand up to larger bullies who do not know our religious ways. Oh, I probably should have made him a zealous person. I forgot that we are religiously inclined. Today, Bryce held a fiery sermon for all of the children of the court. They were apparently spellbound as they zealously read from the seven-pointed star. My daughter Visera seemed to take it to heart, perhaps a little too much. She has been hounding the servants for hours after finding out how they can better serve the faithful. Something like that. Yeah, be zealous. I talked myself into it. Be zealous, kids. This tutor is killing it, man. Malo Lornell, our tutor. Excellent work. With the coming of age, my tuition of Jaehaerys is at an end. Oh, level 4 Seneschal. Nice work, man. He also got fighter and all that other stuff. And I bet you that we can insquire him. Not me, though. Oh, I'm the only knight in my halls. That is bad. That's bad news. And you can go marry Lady Emma Arryn of the Vale. Isn't that nice? Marry her immediately. Procreate and have children. Also, come to Squire training. We're training swordsmanship today. Excellent training. I have another Squire who I probably have just left unsquire trained. Yeah. Well, I'm definitely not going to concentrate on him over my own son. All right. We're hiring the steward smith here that we need. He's showing up. It's Rallo. Hoat. Boom. We will also arrange for a marriage. Ooh. My dear friend Willem has caught wind of my desire to improve my standing with Lord Hobart and has offered me his aid. Yeah, I'm not going to take your assistance. A mixture of fear and exhilaration spreads like wildfire throughout the harbors and merchant halls. Daemon has managed to claim the dark red beast Caraxes, the bloodworm. Yes. And I'm friends with Lord Hobart. Oh, we're sailing along right here. Lost Daemon and all that jibber jabber, though. Here we go. Who are you married to? A high tower. I'm about to go to the high towers. Is your brother married? Viserys, you need to have kids. You did have kids. He had Aenys Targaryen. I need to have more kids, apparently. I gotta get in on that having kids thing. Aegon the Dragonless. I'm friends with him too. The Seneschal of the Citadel. I'm really dreaming of spring, when we'll have enough money to go to the Citadel. I am contemplating whether to share something with my wife the next time we are by ourselves, away from listening ears. I've learned something about Alex that would be of great interest. Some things are better left in darkness. The further I delve into my studies, the more apparent the link between mind and body becomes. Too much worry can make you sick, and the mind is no stronger than its vessel. My wise friend Mael swears that vigorous movement helps keep her stress in check. I also have read that benefits of journaling to soothe anxiety. I'll be athletic. I am being athletic with Mael Targaryen. Yeah, I bet. We're both athletic now, baby. I'm at my worst when playing this game, guys. Dael Targaryen hatched the egg of the dragon gallery. Nice work, Dael. That's the mother of my heirs. Yeah, the mother of my heir's partner. I just stopped speaking halfway through. Oh, Lord Bormund is having a hunt. We also have a grand wedding on the docket. Yeah, let's go to that. I don't have a lot of money, so that's a great way to make some spare cash. What is this routing? What are you... Which way is which? This is the way down. I want to go here. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, routing. It's practically right next door. In the quiet of our camp near Leatherbound, a shrieking uproar breaks the calm. My Admiral Thaddeus confronts my knight Orion accusingly, holding a treasure charm. "You thief! This was my mother's!" Thaddeus exclaims, eyes blazing with anger. Orion vehemently denies the claim. "You lying swine, it has always belonged to me." Well, I'm going to agree with Thaddeus because he's my maester and a bunch of other things. I don't know how to determine right from wrong or justice or whatever. Oh, we can get a diplomacy chance here. Is there somebody we would like to have as an ally, specifically? Lord Paramount Boromund's Spy Master. That's a good person to just know in general. Yes. Yes, indeed. Ah, we can knight the knees. And you know what? I probably should train my son. I can't train while I'm on the move. But what if I make Denise train my other sons? Nope. I'm now realizing what the problem is here. The problem is that I was training a guy for King Jaehaerys. Yep. I don't want to just train some random guy for you. I would train your family members, but I need to get more knights in my house so that I can force them to train other people to be knights. Ah, much to my delight, we have Magon. Wait, who is this? You and Vagon Targaryen have become friends. Yes, yes. Okay, so Magon was the messenger. I see, I see. I was confused. Confused. Look for King Jaehaerys' spy master. It's going to be one of his subjects, because it's going to be a Lord Paramount. That's Master of Laws, Hand of the King, Bird Arms, Liege. Thought it was the Lord Paramount. Maybe it's not. Who's he got spy mastering for him? There's the dragons. For Kingsguard. Just a good idea to have spy masters on your side, just in case you need to take any unusual actions. If they side with you, it leads to... Oh, here we go. King Jaehaerys' maester. I will befriend him as well. Sure. With his coming of age, my tuition of Tythan is at an end. He is a level 4 philosopher. Excellent. He was trained well. And he will marry Elira Mahler in order to upgrade their quickiness. They shall be more intelligente. Ah, he's got a lot of friends too. Lord Commander of the Kingsguard, that's another good friend to have. How did he afford to get all these friends? This is crazy. I don't know if we're going to be able to find the spy master and all this. It's just going to take a lot of careful picking. We'll just do this last line. Nope. I look around myself in excitement. Everywhere I lay my eyes, there are mingling guests, flowers on every surface, buzzing servants loaded with dishes, and a very proud host, Lord Andrew, checking on the final details. The nervous but excited spouses, Lord Andrew and Moliane, are standing at ready. The ceremony is about to begin. Here it is, the moment you've been waiting for. As the ceremony runs its course, I finally managed to place myself by Lord Gawain, and to engage him in some small talk, which rapidly moves into a more interesting field, politics. We share some casual remarks until I lead him exactly where I want him. I can't sleep at night. I see my enemies in every shadow. Intrigue, bad. Diplomacy, good. It's good to have strong allies in times of need. He doesn't trust me. Fumbled. The ceremony has finally reached its climax. The traditional rituals have been completed, and all that's left is the final vows. The formal consent, the seal on the marriage. As both Lord Andrew and Lady Moliane say, "I do," the crowd starts cheering, and we all stand witness to the beginning of their life together. The formal part of the wedding, the ceremony, is finally behind us. Everyone is smiling in anticipation of the gargantuan meal, exciting entertainment, and general revelry that we are about to be offered. Let's tuck in. Enjoy. Plates of the finest meals circle around the tables, with fresh quail, candied figs filling the room with a delicious smell. Lord Andrew has really gone overboard with the preparations, and the well in the courtyard overflows with newly invented brandies now, collected through a silver bucket with a silver chain. Ugh. Wild. As I curiously approach it, I see King Jaehaerys dangerously tipping over the ground close to it, goblet in hand. I'll stay here and watch, and he could possibly get wounded, or I can try to stop him from getting wounded. I convinced him to walk away. Nice. Sight, taste, touch, smell, even sound. No human sense is left untouched by the scale and grandeur of the evening food, a fabulous melee of art and fare. Near my seat, both Lord John and Lord Royce share their opinions about the spread. Another course, thrills John. By the crown, they never end. It's wonderful. Feasts at this scale are like a darkened forest, Royce broods. Could be safe or could be rife with waiting dangers. This guy's a vassal, and this guy's also a vassal. And he's a Karen, and here's a Penrose. I don't know either of these people. I'm just going to nod along. Master Hubbard perished. Okay. My spy master's dead. After a storm. A mysterious storm. Instead, my son's wife shall join us. And you know what? We're going to start looking for secrets. Every feast, there's always one. Every single feast. One long-winded, ill-born pissant cornering people who will just not be silent. This is for a diplomacy perk on this one. This happens every time. You get crazy stuff like this. We're going to go with confidants, minus 5% stress gain. You may have noticed we're getting stressed a lot. We need the minus stress gain. Throughout the meal, I find myself easily drawn into Master Garen's conversations. He has some very interesting opinions, makes the very best jokes, and we seem to have so much in common. Whenever I'm recounting an anecdote, he listens attentively, and chips fall in with all the appropriate comments at the appropriate time. Who would have thought I'd find such a pleasant company at this wedding? I enjoy Garen's company. More friends, more stress loss. Up to a point, but I know I should be mingling with the other guests, but I just can't tear myself away from my friend, Master Garen. I can see Lord Tristan is trying to get my attention, but every time I excuse myself, Garen has me howling with laughter all over again. I can try to get the two of them to be friends with each other, or I can have Garen become my best friend. Who is this guy that he's going to be my best friend? He's a dying man. I don't know this guy. I gain the trait Confider. I don't care if they become rivals. If they became friends, it would be fine. What in the world has happened to my son Aemon? He is all bruised and beaten and refuses to name who did this to him. Was it an older child? Did he pester a noble to the point of fury? It seems as even flickering shadows made him jump in fear. Perhaps the poor boy sees his assailant in them. He is always looking over his shoulder, always alert. Paranoid or shy? I think paranoid is kind of dangerous to have. Plus 100% stress gain is brutal, dude. We could all tell Lord Cameron had too much to drink, even though he insisted on showing us how sober he was. Simply rising from his seat proved too much for him, and now I am covered in stinking vomit. You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Cameron. It feels like I've been eating, drinking, mingling, dancing, and singing for days. Soon the celebrations wind down. The spouses will retire to their private chambers for the consummation of the wedding. For those of us who remain, though, let's pour another drink and let's toast the spouses. Huzzah. And congratulations to you, O spouses. The newlyweds have taken their leave, consigned by the families to the bedchamber to consummate their union. The rest of us return to the banquet hall to make merry and celebrate. The rest of the evening is mine to spend with how I please. We must look after the paupers. We can talk to Lord John, who is a guy. He's a High Lord, so he's a Duke. My presence here must not be overshadowed. We need the prestige. We need it quite badly. We want that Valyrian legacy, one after another. The guests are all leaving, and it's time for me to depart too. The wedding was a great occasion to mingle with my peers and relax, and I abandoned the premises tired and satisfied, sending my best wishes to the spouses for a prosperous and happy union. Congratulations again. Cool, I got a bunch of prestige for being there, which is most of the reason I went. Plenty of cool events happened as well. My dear soulmate Mael caught wind of my desire to improve my standing with Sarek and has offered me her aid. She assures me that she and Sarek are all similar kinds of people. No, I'm good. I'm at 95%. We're almost done. I'm good. Thank you, though. Thank you, my dear. Lovely offer. Lovely offer. Absolutely incredible. I'm good, though. Ah, we have befriended this man. And now we shall befriend our Lord Paramount's spy master. And we will train our son in knighthood, in the hopes that he will also train all of my other sons in knighthood. We will train him in horse riding. Disappointing. Ah, the times of summer and prosperity have come. It's those good times we live for. My husband, have you heard what they call you? My wife Viserys says to me while widening her stance. They call you Lord Tythan the Holy. Spectacular, is it not? It's on the lips of peasants and nobles alike. A cause for celebration, I think, she exclaims with a cheery tone. Fantastic. It's insane that I could bang your sister, be famous for bastarding at least 2 children with her, and still be called a holy man. Mael the Sleeping Dragon has managed to claim the deep rosebeef Gragon. Let us hope she is not consumed by ambition. I want her to be consumed with joining my court with her dragon. Some of my counselors believe the job is theirs by right of blood or influence alone. How wrong they are. I expect results, yet I am often disappointed. After a long day, I am complaining to Visera when she interrupts me. Let's do something about it, husband. A few lessons might sharpen their wits. We can... She's 35. She is not currently pregnant. And I know that this means I get to lay with her, this option. And I want another kid. So, yeah. You could help me out in the court, babe. Or we can get nasty for several weeks, for sure. Today, my daughter Visera was taught a lesson in vassal management by Mallow. It was quite a complicated course, necessary, but perhaps it was a bit beyond Visera's grasp. Everyone makes mistakes, Visera exclaims. When I rule, I will forgive and let live, so that the realm may prosper. Perhaps she would be too forgiving a ruler? I think being forgiving is fine. That's fine. Everyone likes a forgiving person. Lord or peasant, high or low, it does not matter. In the end, we are all mortal. Are we plagued? Doesn't look like it. I was reminded of this when I woke coughing this morning. I'm still in excellent health. This doesn't even slow me down. I was reminded of this when I woke coughing in the early morning hours, a dull ache pounding through my head and throat. My body is racked by shivers and weakness, my head leaking from every orifice. I heard that wheezing from across the court, my lord. Thaddeus, my physician, pokes his head into the chamber. Should you require it, I know a fair number of suitable remedies. Do no more than what is necessary. Thaddeus attributes my ailments to an unsound diet. To revitalize my body, he insisted I consume only raw vegetables and herbal teas for a week. So as not to tempt me, he confiscated my stash of treats. He never returned them. The dietary restrictions turned out to be just what I needed. For now, the worst of my symptoms are alleviated, and the world seems a little brighter. Excellent work, Thaddeus. From all the we've seen this a couple times. We're going to do, let's say, earthly focus. And it might be time to earthly focus on going to university. The most earthly thing you can do. We are going to sail there rather than walk the path. That would be crazed to walk the way there. Okay. That hits up everything on the way, and then on the way back, we're going to go to Ryamsport, and we don't want to miss out on historical Sunspear and other such locations. I want to be traveling by ship as much as possible. Blankytown. Let's hire some mercenary guards. That solves a lot of problems. Boom. Going on another long journey. We could be improving our territory with this money, but instead, we are improving ourselves. White Squall, turn to port. The coxswain's horrifying yell does not suit the calm weather, but my ears are filled with an increasingly louder roar of the wind. In less than a heartbeat, the moist white mist that engulfs the whole ship. Louder than the wind, the main mast cracks and falls overboard. As sudden as it came, the squall moves on. Our boat lazily rocks on the calm sea, dragging the torn sails and broken oars along. We can makeshift. We can have more sails. Due to my entourage's maritime expertise, we'll just be ready for it. Interesting. Or I can get seasoned. Let's go for seasoned. We made it happen. We made seasoned happen. We're just not going to be able to make fetch happen. The sea is calm and forgiving today, still as a boulder, and a powerful wind at our back to boot. It seems it'll be an easy day for the rowers below, but then I spot the mangled corpse of a ship buried nose first since nope, never investigate. Never get off the ship. Don't get off the ship. Never. Do not be lured off of the ship. You will die. Dragonlore, the Citadel. Upon arrival at the Citadel, I am directed by an Archmaester to a collection of books. They look ancient, but are clearly well looked after. I should find a comfortable chair somewhere, it seems. This book is rather thick. The book goes into rather intrinsic details about the various known hatchings of eggs, starting from the Targaryens' emigration to Dragonstone from old Valyria all those years ago. Here I am, finally at the gates of the Citadel, the renowned university seat. All knowledge is collected inside these hallowed halls, and scholars of repute from all over the world assemble in these same hallways to preserve and increase a true wealth of wisdom, and I'll join them soon. Of course, major centers of culture are also active markets and offer all the distractions a student could ever desire. We've got Wendell, Ganwell, Arden is the teacher. Universities and centers of higher education are always bustling hives of socialization. In these hollowed halls, the students are all peers, all apprentices along the road to knowledge, which is why it can be helpful to make friends and feel part of the community. These are at least my first thoughts when Ganwell approaches me, the smell of wine on his breath. Come, join me and my friends, Tythan. Prove to us the might of a lord by downing more cups than anyone else, and we shall consider you one of us. Absolutely, let's get drunk as hell. We have managed to make friends with Lord Paramount Baratheon's spy master. And now the Lord Commander of the King's Guard shall be next. Fantastic. The halls of the University of the Citadel often echoes with the debate of students and teachers, some of which escalates into notorious rivalries like between Arden and Jorin. When I find them today, they are as usual screaming at each other, trying to prove whose field of study is better equipped to discuss what geometric shape is more apt to represent the divine. Something less usual, however, is that they suddenly notice me approaching and ask me to take a position. I'm going to choose to try to placate both of them by saying there are great merits in both disciplines. I impressed my teachers and massively improved my position here. I'm at level 2.25 so far. Students, we have an esteemed speaker joining us today. My teacher Arden exclaims, "Let us welcome Lyman, the utmost authority on the faith of the Seven Doctrine in the Citadel." Greetings. Lyman starts solemnly while puffing his chest. Today we will be exploring calligraphy and how it connects to the nature of the Father. The other students straighten their backs, procure their quills. This is going to take a while. I can destroy him with facts and logic, and he may actually die. Or I can just study really well. I think I'll just study really well. I don't need to kill a man with facts and logic. My son Aemon has been impressed by one of the household knights for a very long time. After finally meeting in person, he has been repeating the warrior's words to himself. Give others their due, and you will receive yours in turn. Be diligent, my son. He must be taught that hard work will always produce results. We should just double check to make sure everybody's being educated. Wife? No one in your court can be educated. Very well. Attention students! My teacher Arden shouts, Lord Hobart in tow. Our benefactor, Lord Hobart, has deigned to visit us. He is ruler of these lands. Be on your best behavior. Ah, are you debating metaphysical conundrums? I am quite fond of that subject myself. I hope your studies are going well, the Lord says, while paying close attention. The Lord has the power to assign special privileges to students such as myself. Perhaps I should take this opportunity. Yeah, because we're friends, I'm just going to say it's a delight to meet you again. And boom, there it is. I got my special privileges. Good studies. But what I want is perfect studies. The Citadel is often home to fervent debates between... Okay, yes. But as the master said, 99%, much more successful, very close. As I woke this morning and observed the first rays of sunshine, it took me a moment to realize I had slept soundly for the first time in weeks. I did not wake up coughing once. It has been a long road back to health, but I find myself in its warm embrace again. And now I am a prophet, and it is easier to reform religions. And I have 5,000 prestige, which we're going to use to introduce. Oh, get out of the way. Get everything out of the way here. We're going to take Freehold Legacy. It's going to take several years to kick in. 6 years. And then we'll be getting more money from our cities. Today, our teacher Jorn begins, we are going to examine the anatomy of a falcon. An excited murmur spreads through the lecture hall as we all appreciate the hooded bird standing proudly on the teacher's gloved arm. Much can be learned from the studying of the body of animals, as the ancients taught us. Does anyone want to help me with the dissection demonstration? I'll volunteer to help, but it's weird that we're killing a live bird, and I've said this before. Very strange. This has been such an amazing experience. When I left, I couldn't even begin to imagine the number of wise men that study at the Citadel. The depth of their thinking, the breadth of their research, just being at the same environment has made me a much better person, and with my new gained knowledge, I can make my way home very satisfied. However, during my stay, I've grown close to one of my teachers, Arden, and I am loath to part with him. On the other hand, my teacher Joran has made a great impression on me, and I would like to spend more time together. So I can either get Arden to join me as a 5-star steward, or I can get Joran to join me. I want Joran to join me because he's also very old. Arden is very young. We're going to choose Arden. All right, so we're a level 4 learning now. My voice went like that because I noticed that I was going the wrong way on the map, but that was just an illusion. I have a new realm piece. He is my friend very shortly. I'll make him my friend. And he 100% likes me. And I have 3 perks to spend as well. So we're going to go clerical justification, church and state, and radiante. We're going to go towards getting theologian. We sit in a quiet tavern in Brimstone when a loud band of ragged-looking sellswords comes charging in. Their brutish leader pushes one of my guards aside and audaciously sits down at my table. I leave. Get out of here, scum. We're gonna call in some of our debts here for cash. Yes, we're making cities now. Well, I did not become friends with the Lord Commander, but we still have time to become friends with our realm priest. Oh, he sucks bad. He's horrible. That's fine. We don't need him to be good. We just need him to be. We haven't really been doing much with religion, honestly, so... My lord, huffs Aegon as he marches up to me, hauling my daughter Gianna by her ear. This dratted child has been laying in wait around corners, wearing a bear skin for a costume, only to jump out screaming and scaring the living daylights out of people. Yeah, Gianna, that's not good. I don't want to upset the rest of my court, especially one of my knights. Gianna, you gotta... You gotta calm that stuff down. You gotta calm that stuff down, my girl. Wow. I don't know. We're kind of in a... Well, no. Is my wife sick? No. No! No. How's her health? Okay. She's fine. She's fine. We'd prefer that she's not sick, but she's fine. Oh, yes. I should be training my son in knighthood. Yes, yes. In swordsmanship, I think. Excellent training session. How's your training going? Summer is ending. No, not now. Oh, he's barely trained at all. Have kids. Have kids. Where's the kids, Jaehaerys? Yale has managed to claim the White Beast Silverwing. Wow, I thought nothing was happening, and now everything's happening at once. While I was at a market with Gianna, her attention was caught by a criminal chained in the pillory. When the man begged for water, Gianna immediately promised to bring it, and soon returned from a nearby well, letting the criminal drink from her cupped hands. Be compassionate, girl. Wise you are to be. Oh no, did that say that they had a child that died in complications from inbreeding? She's a Targaryen. They have a 95% reduction on inbreeding. Oh no, I'm so sorry, my children. Right. It's the Prince of Fashion event. If you make him the Prince of Fashion, he'll hate you forever. I got it. We're not going to do that. We are now friends with our good friend, our Septon, Robert. Okay. What's next? Let's take a look at marrying people off. There are no women to marry to, so my court is kind of sausage festy. There are no children left to educate. I can educate my squire. As the mentor for my squire, Jaehaerys, it is my responsibility to train him in the ways of knighthood. I have already decided to practice one of the core functions of knighthood with him today, but now I need to decide which one. We're going to say strategy. I'm a strategy gamer. Excellent training session. Perfect. What's next? Make sure all the kids are learning Valyrian. Maybe they already know it. Nope, not everybody knows it. Valyrian. Nope, some of them know it and some of them don't. How strange. Okay. It is what it is. Man, the pace at which I'm having children has definitely slowed down quite a bit. Where is... Well, Mael is 46 now, so probably we're never going to have another child. I hate to say this, but it's time to break up with you. Crushing. I love you. I want you to return to us at any time. But we literally cannot physically have more children together. And instead, I'm going to sleep with my actual current wife. In the hopes that she will become pregnant. But also so that we just enjoy our time together. We've got plenty of money. It's city time. Fantastic. We can go to a feast. We are quite... I don't know why we lost so much prestige, but we are quite in desperate need of it. I don't think we're going to need the mercenary guards. Yeah, I don't think we need them. And on the trip back, we're just going to stop by a couple of famous places in order to pick up a couple more life experiences. You know, just normal travel stuff. Normal travel stuff. Things that happen on a travel. Yeah, that looks good. Okay. For 16 bucks, that's a solid one. My fellow vassal, Lord Beric, is hosting a banquet in Blackhaven. Boom. You might be a lord, Tythan, but you are also a heartless fiend. No argument there. The unprovoked anger expressed by my son and heir, Jaehaerys, comes as a complete surprise. He has been under a lot of stress lately, but to behave like this, that even he struggles, it's calming. I will become your friend, my son. I understand. I know. I get it. Also, have you considered becoming a spy? Have you considered having more children? Your brothers are... Are they having children? Your brothers are not having children. Have children. Daughter Visera. You're also not having children. What is going on here? She's barely even married. That's why she's not having children, because she's not actually married. The seas around here are thick with vineman traders going about their usual craft, carrying rare and exotic... No. We're not going to buy another book. We literally have a university capstone book right here. The Westerosi Valyrian Good Company book. We don't need more books. Let's see how she turned out. Level 4 diplomat. Is there anybody to befriend here? Any good befrienders? The Master at Arms. Why not? I think that my chasteness might have made my children too chaste. They need to be less chaste. More children. The feast is dwindling. What? The feast is dwindling down. I just got here. The feast is dwindling down. I find myself deep in conversation with the obtuse fellow vassal, Master Edric. He inquires my opinion about tax levels, a subject he is deeply interested in. It's a subject that fascinates me as well, because I'm hiring new mayors to bring me more taxes. I love talking about how rich I am on taxes. The rumors have been circulating that Master Edric, wanting to curry favor with the Lord Paramount Boromund, are confirmed. Now, I'm already friends with them, so I don't need to do this. I don't need to become more friends with the friends. It's taken much of the evening to get myself close to Lord Cameron without making it feel forced. After all, the best friendships are natural, and I want him to think this is spontaneous. The man picks at his food, pushing a few small morsels around a greasy wooden plate. It's all a bit heavy, isn't it? Yes. 91%. We nailed it. We're donezo. We got him, boys. We're bringing him home. Was that the sound of an empty cup you just sat down on the table? To hear anything over the din of the great hall, Lord Beric must have enchanted ears. My gracious host waves for a servant. More wine here. None are to go thirsty. I don't want to become a drunkard. I'm sorry, Beric. Ah, cheers to Lady Patrice. And now we shall depart while eagerly reveling. Perfect, perfect. We'll be well known for our revelations. I love that we're getting all these level of devotion things, but because we literally fucked around and found out our level of devotion is quite low for a learned scholar of our theological ways. I notice that Thaddeus avoids me more than usual. He always sits at the opposite end of the table whenever we're invited to a feast, and consistently refuses my company while camping. We may not have the best of relationships, but that attitude is starting to tire me, especially when I overhear him defaming me. Tythan is a miserable buffoon. I'd be a way better lord than him. I can beat the hell out of him. I can ask somebody else to beat the hell out of him. I can imprison him, or I can just pretend it didn't happen. Well, I'm going deeper into prestige debt. We're gonna rest so nobody gets ill. That's fine. It's fine. Don't be deceived into traveling quickly. Teeming with all manner of wildlife, Thaddeus and I agree that Serpent Rock would be a splendid place to go on a hunt. While we don't have time to stay for a proper outing, as we traverse the area, I spot a pristine wild rabbit at the edge of the forest. What forest? You're in the middle of the frickin' sand. The frickin' sand. I can take a shot. I was unsuccessful because my money went down. Nice shot, Thaddeus. I just paid you most of a city's worth. Unbelievable. Chivalric Dominance, plus 75% captain effectiveness. It's a huge boon for us, because our captains are not very good. My daughter-in-law, Ilera. Oh, Tythan, you're finally having kids. Nice. Excellent, excellent, excellent work. She shall be a steward. Just in case you don't have any more kids, we need someone to take care of your properties. She shall be trained by probably the Hoat guy. Yep, because he's got excellent stewardship. He's a steward of stewarding ways. Can we find you a spouse, daughter of mine? Someone whose unique abilities match yours. Inside diplomatic range. An unmarried, inheritable boy. Who is ranked by age. We're looking for someone who's either handsome or quick. Or both. We've got Kenric Fenwick. It's also important that they marry into our family, which he will. Ooh. I gladly accept your betrothal proposition. At long last, I am finally home. There is nothing better than arriving back in Evenfall after a long journey. I look forward to resting for some time, but the call of the road beckons ever onward. The road goes ever on and on. If this plague breaks the King's Landing, it's going to be a bad one. There's so many people there. So many important people. Oh, I guess I could have married my daughter to this boy, who might one day be king of the Seven Kingdoms. I doubt we're going to be able to marry anybody in, because we have the debuff for already having a royal marriage. My son Jaehaerys is my friend. How about now my other son, Tython, also becomes my friend? And as long as we're home, we should train Jaehaerys as a squire. We will train him in horseback riding. And he did well. I'm not going to go to a hunt. We need to concentrate on training my squire. I need him to become a knight so that I can make him train my other knights. We're training him in chivalry. He did well. Wow, he gained a lot of experience. He's almost there. I can just knight him. I can outrightly knight him. Oh no, I don't have the prestige. Oh no. I need to do something that will get me lots of prestige. I'm probably going to have to host another feast. Honorary guests, but let's expand the number of people who can attend and see if we can get somebody interesting in here. I say honorary guest, the Archon of Tyros. I'm spending so much money just for you, my son. Just for you. I literally don't want to spend this money. I want to spend it on building cities. But if you are to be a knight, you must escape your bonds, which requires me to knight you prestigiously. We lost the counselor. Not good. Not good. Oh, my daughter can be our fool. Probably hates that. My tuition of Aemon Belaerys is at an end. Excellent work, my boy. And you will soon marry that girl. Ah, and we're almost done bringing Westerosi Valyrianism to might point. Interesting. Gawain is dead. Kind of in a holding pattern here while people arrive. My antiquarian just died, and I'm friends with one of my sons. Okay, we're going to become friends with my daughter. The perfect thing teenagers want, to be friends with their parents. My son Aemon is excellent at caring for artifacts, so I shall make him my artificiar. Need to get this court organized. That should do it. We're sorted. Oh, we lost a wet nurse. Okay, we need a new wet nurse. It's okay, we just got enough money to do something. Why not? Welcome, friends. As the feast is underway, our guests are eating and drinking merrily. Captain Correno approaches Visera and me at the great table. This is a marvelous feast. All my compliments to the host. Visera deserves all the credit. The experienced Jane. Hold on, let's see if we can get another type of wet nurse. Is anyone better than Jane? No. We shall take Jane. The man they call Jane. What started as an ordinary feast became an exceptional one thanks to the presence of Master Robin. We spoke all evening about all manner of subjects, and as things would have it, we seemed to have a lot in common. I had a good time with him. Cool. We also are going to promote more culture. Down and sundown. Down and sundown. It's taken much of the evening to get myself closer to Archon Gamalo without making it feel forced. After all, the best friendships are natural. Yeah. Make him my friend. He is my friend! Perfect. As one plate of food is replaced by the next, my fellow vassal Lord Arthur goes on and on about theological treaties. And that was how we salvaged that mess. Are you sure I'm not boring you, my lord? No, please, go on. I'm a learned man. Princess Mael of the Iron Throne has died. No. Did the heart break? She died under mysterious circumstances. Suspicious. My sons. Something has gone wrong in this state. I did everything I could, ensuring that Arden and Jorn would be as far from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl and looks for me for the order to intervene. Halt! We will talk about this later. Excellent. It's bringing me the prestige I need. More prestige. And now to toast to Archon Gamalo. Bring the end to the feast. With that, that's all done. Excellent. We get the Great Banquet modifier. We're going to train my son one last time before we knight him. Train the squire. I think swordsmanship for your last lesson. An excellent lesson. How good are you on this? You're fully trained. Knight you. Fantastic. I'm now going to throw all of my squires at you. Your younger brother. Train him. And train your other brother. And then we're going to use those sons to all train my entire court. We will be a court of knights and a knight of courts. I guess I'm a knight, so I can be a knight of courts. This court, however. Just one court. Make sure children are being educated. Mayron. We shall train you as a knight. Ah, and you'll be good at it anyway. I was going to train you no matter what you were, you know. You're just a random guy. I'm not going to make you, like, good at other stuff. I need you to kill people for me. I don't kill a lot of people, but when I do, I need them really killed. Well, I think we're going to build this last city. Oh, well, now we're not, because it's winter, and we're going to start... Well, it's autumn, right? I will handle this. I'm at 95%. I don't need to call people in. Nope, it's winter. We are not going to make a city, and so as soon as we get this friendship, or not, one way or the other, we are going to call it an end to this particular episode rather than run on forever and ever like this sentence is running on right now. Wow, we are getting hit hard on the tax loss. Oh, Tythan and I are going to save this man. I am inspecting the barracks infirmary when a severely injured soldier is brought in. He's losing too much blood. Where is the maester? The healer is nowhere to be found. A chill runs down my spine. I might be the man's only hope. Suddenly, as if he stepped out of thin air, my son Tythan is at my side. He rolls up his sleeves and looks at me. Hand me the tourniquet. Our patient screams and thrashes, even with 3 grown men weighing him down. Every step of the way is a battle, but Tythan remains calm, and eventually, a quiet focus settles over us. I'm not sure how we managed, but in the end, it seems like the soldier will live. That was an impressive feat, my lord, Tythan says with a tired smile. It was an honor to serve at your side. I could not have done it without you, my son. I'm friends with my daughter Visera. She seems tall as hell. Right there, she seems super tall. You look ridiculous in that outfit, my dear. But I am the one that forced you to be in it, so I take full responsibility. Aemon is my friend already. Let's just do a clean sweep with the children, make sure they've all got their languages. Yep. I don't need to influence their personalities. We've got kind of the core group going. No grandkids, though. Really need those grandkids. Amena is here. Beautiful grandkid. You know, good sons and daughters have excellent numbers of grandkids, is all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. That's going to be it for us, friends. See you on the next one. Leave a comment below about, which child of the Belaerys line you like the most out of the kind of core 4 that we know, Aemon, Visera, Tythan, and Jaehaerys.